In 1930, the Republican-controlled House of Representatives, in an effort to alleviate the effects of the, anyone? The Great Depression, passed the, anyone? A tariff bill, the Hawley-Smoot Tariff Act, which, anyone, raised or lowered? Raised tariffs in an effort to collect more revenue for the federal government. Did it work? Anyone? Anyone know the effects? It did not work, and the United States sank deeper into the Great Depression.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Tuesday, Taco Tuesday. Not being racist about Mexico, no. It is Taco Tuesday. Anyway, it is just coming on 5 a.m., February 4, second trading session of the month. And what I have for you here on the screen are the futures. The futures, as many of you saw, after the regular market closed yesterday, just when the futures markets began trading, we filled the gaps. We filled all of those gaps from that major sell-off gap down over the weekend on the 25-hour, or call it 2-day tariff tantrum. And that's what you got. So anyway, that is your futures. I am going to remind you that earnings are still taking place. And tonight, yesterday's Palantir, what a fucking joke. But yes, seeing it at 100, there is a trade there to be taken. So anyway, not much today. PayPal, Spotify, Pfizer. I have nothing against these companies. Pepsi, Ferrari, Merck. Estee Lauder, I've got a lot against that. AMD and Alphabet will be reporting after the market closes today. Snap used to be a good trade. Used to be a lot of fun. Chipotle Mexican Grill, we used to trade religiously back when we first got started here. Tomorrow, a little bit more quiet. Uber, Walt Disney, Ford, Qualcomm, ARM. But it's Thursday. Thursday after the market closes on Thursday is when we get Amazon. So there's not necessarily going to be a lot of clarity as we move into it. But yesterday, as you saw, everybody got to learn how tariffs work and the definitions of tariffs, and they've looked at all the different, explanations about tariffs that are out there. I'm going to start you with the spreadsheets first. Reminder, just a friendly reminder, we now have 2 red closes in a row. That's all I'm saying here. As you see, your low, regular trading session low yesterday, 59.2393, 60.2213, almost 100-point range. Same thing as what we had there on Friday, almost 100 points. And we closed at 59.9457. 59.9457, where I come from, is below 6,000. And ba-bam, gave you your weekly candle trade. And I want to go over this because, like I said, remember, Google and Amazon report Tuesday and Thursday. But we'll go over that as we progress. On to the spreads. 60.15, 60.10. Like I said, that's your risky call credit spread after we had already completed the day. Well, they worked, 100%. Your 59, 55, 59, 60 bullish put credit spread, we spoke about this for the better part of 15 hours before the market opened. And as I saw with the majority of you out there that were posting your messages that you were getting 340, 350, 375 credit, well, your full credit on that with a $3.50 credit on a $5 risk, that's your 233% return. I don't have any trades out there for today, and I didn't put them out intentionally because it's a little bit questionable, and I'll go over that with you here in a second as we just scroll through. QQQ, again, made it up into the 520s, puked off of it. Almost hit that 521, bounced right off of that 511. Picture perfect, minus 2% day as far as where the lows of the days were. Still green on the year. Still green on the year, up almost 1% on the year. Over on the QQQ, or sorry, on the SPX, get same thing on the year. We're up 1.5%, 1.55% on the year. So, we're treading water. And you come over here to the IWM. Now, not anything that is, mind blowing or needs to be notified on this, but yeah, you are red on the year, 222.93. You're open at the beginning of the year. Oh no, you're not. You're fractionally green, 223.83. The close there on Monday, yesterday, and again 2 red closes in a row. So I want to go back over to that while we're here, so we can leave the spreadsheets alone. This is 2 red closes in a row. So a close below 59.94.57 would be a third red close. And that is actually what we're looking at right now with the futures down 15 points. So again, just to point it out, it is not a law. It's not in any way, shape, or form a law that you are only allowed to get 3 red closes in a row and you're getting your green close. It's not a law. As you see here at the end of the year, you had 4 red closes in a row going into the end of the year, and then another red close there at the very beginning of the year. You had 3 red closes in a row back there in mid-December when we had the OPEX FOMC meeting, the minus 278-point day. You had 2 and 2 back there in the middle of December. 2s, 3s, again, occasionally you'll see that 3 in a row. So again, it is not a law by any way, shape, or form. It's not a law that you only get 3, but it's just something that you want to be very well aware of because, again, there is nothing real whatsoever about what's taking place in the stock market. It's all one big video game. And this is what you need to remember here for right now. SPX below 59.63. That is the bear's opportunity. This is a noun. It's not a pronoun. It's not a verb. It's an opportunity. It's a set of circumstances that makes it possible to do something. And I'll show you this SPX 59.63 as we go on to the charts, which we can go on to now and stop wasting everybody's time. And where I'm showing you here is yesterday. Yesterday as we open, and like I said, give it, 10 minutes and you'll start to see a little bit of reality. And after that first 10 minutes of the day, we started to sell off. And where did we sell off to? To that 59.31 support. There was a lot of panic that was starting to take place.
Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God!
But you need to have those crypto balls. And right there, right as we hit that magical, oh my God, look at that, we're right on support, the phone call came from Mexico with Donald Trump. And ba-bam, off to the races. And that was why I shared to you when we came up here into the 6,000s at 10:45 in the morning. That's it. Your trading day is finished. And from, 10:45 all the way until 1:45, that was pretty much your entire trading day going into 2 o'clock. You kept banging your head on that magical 6,982. And then you kind of thought, you know what, man, fuck it. The bears, they're just not doing it. But the bears were actually doing it. You just didn't see it. And you started to push, and the gap almost filled. You almost filled the gap to 60-40, almost. And those that were in the call credit spread, because that was what was written there as far as that's what your risky trade is, started to panic, started to freak out. And other ones started to take it on because you could see what was taking place there. And where did you end up? Right at the 50-day moving average. It's a video game, people. But here's your 59.62.92. Your 59.62.92 is your deep seek low. That's your low from deep seek. And where I'm going to take you right now is bullish. Bullish, bullish, bullish. We're going to 6,500 bullish. That's where I'm going to show you because everybody knows what's down below, and I've already shared it with you right there. 59.62.92 is your opportunity. I'll bring you back just for a reminder, and I apologize if this is taking up too much of your precious time on a Tuesday. SPX 59.63 is your opportunity. On the same note, you have 3 green weeks in a row. And this week begins at 59.69.65. That's the reason why I shared the weekly candle trade. 59.75 calls, 59.70 calls, $3 or better. Remember, Google and Amazon still have to report. It's not illegal to be getting 4, 5, 6 green weeks in a row. But it is something that when you go back and you look forward to it and you look at your charts and you look at what's going on, again, it's an opportunity. So anyway, I'll bring you back over to the charts. So again, 59, 62, 92, that's the opportunity that the bears have. So forgetting about that, since we don't need to really focus on it anymore, I'm looking at you here from a bullish point of view, and I don't need to go out that far. I can go out here. So coming off of our major sell down from the December all-time highs right over there. Sorry, it's a little bit further than that, but anyway, the bounce off of the December sell down. We had a pretty perfect ABC down to that 57.82. Perfect date, as Sem Karsan picked as well, January 13th. And from this move, because it's still questionable as to this move, we can count this move to the upside as a 1. We'll replace the new all-time highs here just, Friday. Or a week ago, whatever the fucking day it was. Your drop, A, B, C, almost perfect as an ABC, right between the 100, 123 extension, like I shared for you, 61.8 retrace on the drop itself. Everything lines up. It all lines up. Everything lines up for the bullish case. And if this is to be the bullish case, you're looking at, and I share it with you, religiously, a move up into the 6300s. That is where you will get for a bullish case. Now, for you, it's very simple. The bulls have an opportunity if they can get up above 6,982. The bears have their opportunity right there. The bears have their opportunity where you have your deep seek low, when your deep seek low is just coming off from just a week ago. Well, we need a little bit more than that. Let's go 15 days. Right there, your deep seek low. Right there, 59, what was the fucking number I put on there? 59.62.92, so 59.63. That's the opportunity for the bears. Come out and look at your support. Your new moon, absolutely perfectly placed. Your full moon isn't for another week. On that 1 week from now, we have not only CPI and the full moon, but we also have Jerome Powell testifying. And boy, are they going to rip his ass apart. IWM, starting to look a little bit weak as your 225 support that you continue to have started only one day to act as resistance. To see IWM below the 220s, which is very difficult to get, that would be a major signal, another one supporting that bearish opportunity. Come over onto your QQQ, and again, QQQ filled that upside gap. Now you have a new upside gap, which is just a fractional couple of pennies, 1.5 points over here. That did not fill in regular trading yesterday. But the QQQ's got a completely different look on it. And NVIDIA, the big daddy over there, is starting to show some weakness as there's a lot of legal challenges starting to come through on it. And you've already given 4 of your Mag 7, 5 of your Mag 7 out there. Amazon, Google, NVIDIA are the only ones left over. So again, looking at some weakness showing up here over here on the QQQ. But again, QQQ, you got to see that break below 511. Got to see a break, got to see a close below 511 to say, yeah, we got something going here. QQQ, you can see it clearly here, 511. It's not your deep seek low, it's not your tariffs low, but it is your first big break, is that 511, breaking down below that 511. Again, over here on DIA, not really much to show on DIA, the Dow Jones, but again, you're wanting to see something to break down below 438 to support the view that the bears are taking advantage of their opportunity. And come over on here to the VIX. The VIX, this is another one that made it very easy to be long yesterday, is because we were starting to see 2102. Like you see here on this very zoomed in 15-day chart. 2102, failure. 2102, failure. Almost got 2102 failure. But for now, just here in the very, very short term, looking at the week to date, you're still supporting above that 1811. So again, it all goes back to that ugly rendition of a cartoon. The opportunity is there, but it needs to be taken advantage of. So again, I really don't have too much more to offer you. There's still not a complete dedicated clarity like we had yesterday, like we had on Friday, like we've had many other days. Today is a little bit of a, okay, show me what you got. And once we see something in real time, because again, the China tariffs, they're in. However, like you saw mentioned just late last night, the alert room, China's imposing the 10% tariffs on U.S. oil, 15% on coals and LNG, and a few other items. But they're due to have a phone call at some point today on Tuesday. So, again, enjoy yourselves. I apologize if I wasted too much of your time. I hope everything worked out, and I will see you in the chat room. And let's continue to make some ridiculous money.
This is a good one, sir. Basically says if men have to put their height on the dating apps, women should have to put their weight. That's for quote-unquote equality. She wants to know if he can reach the top of the fridge. He should want to know if she's going to clean out the fridge. It's called the Rosie O'Donnell Fat Pig Act.
That's a big one.